Let me try that again, going downhill. So, with the help of Podfest Global Summit and Chris and Andrew, I put together a special track for podcasters in fitness and self-improvement, or people who are thinking of becoming podcasters. And we got a really great set of speakers to cover what's really important in podcasting. We're going to talk about some of the essential things that can really elevate your podcast. And why does that matter? When you elevate your podcast, you build your community, you serve your community, and that means more people buying your book, more people signing up for your program, more people coming into the door at your gym. Okay, uphill again, so this should be interesting. We're gonna start off the track with Lani and Koach. I'm gonna walk a little bit. They're the hosts of the Black with Endurance podcast. Their podcast is really designed to help expand participation of Black athletes in endurance sports and to celebrate those that are in the sports now. Kara Goldin, who's the founder of Hint Water, which, if you care about your health, is something you might want to check out. Kara also wrote a book called Undaunted, and she's been podcasting for a while. And you might wonder how somebody undaunted and that busy can make time for a podcast. She's going to talk about that. And she's going to talk about that idea of being undaunted. Maybe you've heard of Mark Metry. He has a podcast called Humans 2.0, and he wrote a book called Screw Being Shy. And he talks about overcoming social anxiety. And he's going to talk about how podcasters can use those techniques. Rich Cardona, who you may have seen around on LinkedIn, has a podcast called The Leadership Locker. But what he's going to talk about is how you can build your audience on multiple platforms and how you can do it by being your actual authentic self. And I know that word authentic is overused, but he's the real deal. I'll tell you a story about that on another day. If you follow me on Instagram or anywhere on social media, you probably know Yancy and Jarod. They're the hosts of the DEKA series on Spartan Up. And these are two of the most energetic, positive, inspiring coaches that I know. And they're going to talk about how they bring that energy to their podcast and to their interview content. I'm also going to be moderating a panel called It's About More Than Running. And I'll tell you about all the podcasters on that a little later. But as you can guess by the name, it's about podcasts that are about running, but they're about more. One more reason you'll want to join us, and that is that being a guest on other podcasts is one of the best ways to grow your reach and expand your audience. And you can meet a whole bunch of podcasters that think like you and have the same kinds of interests that you do. Whether it's talking about fitness or yoga or running, nutrition, mindset, obstacle racing, resilience. We've set up a Be a Guest, Find a Guest room on Hoover, and we'll have an in-person, we'll have a virtual meetup where you can all meet each other after the track ends. Okay,